minutes. So please start once you are ready with it. I am just sharing the link in the chat box. Just give me a sec. I hope all of you can see that. You just have to click on the link and have to fill that. Once you are done, just write in the chat box that you are done or raise your hand so that I will understand that you have completed your pre-assessment. And instead of unmuting yourself, it will be better if you all can write in the chat box about your queries. Just write done or raise your hand that you have completed it once you have completed this pre-assessment. Can you all hear me? If you hear me, please write yes in your chat box. Okay, so you all can hear me, and who all have completed the pre-assessment, just keep on raising your hands. Just keep on raising your hands. You can see on the screen, I can see 4 people have completed the pre-assessment: Ronak, Chaitra, Deepa, and Pratibha. Nine people have completed their pre-assessment, waiting for others to complete it. Chaya, Darshna, Netra, Nisha, waiting for you to complete the pre-assessment.
Ma'am, I completed.
So just raise your hand. If you don't know how to raise your hand, you can see my screen. There is an option on the top of raising your hand. So just do that. Just raise your hand.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is it me
Yeah.
or your screen is lagging a lot?
Come again.
Ma'am, your screen share is lagging.
Lagging means? Ronak, what do you mean by that? You cannot see my screen? Ronak, come again. Moving mouse very slow. I am not moving my mouse as such. I will do that later. It means your internet connection is slow. Just move to a better internet connection. I am not even moving my mouse as such. Now I am moving my mouse. Fine, Ronak?
Yeah, ma'am. But actually, everything is like whenever you move your mouse or see the chat or something scroll down. For me, I think it is my internet problem.
It is because of your internet. So, Richa, I suppose you have just joined. I am just sharing in the chat box again the pre-assessment link. Just do the pre-assessment right now. Just complete it right now. So I want all of you to do it a little fast. Chaya, have you completed? Darshana, Chaya, Ishwari, Nisha. Okay, Darshana done. Chaya, Ishwari, Nisha, and Richa. We are waiting for you to complete it. Nisha, then raise your hand, please. I have just now told you how to raise your hand. There is an option of hand on your screen. Just click on that and your hand will be raised. Yeah, Nisha, very good. So I will be waiting for all of you to complete, say, in another 5 minutes so that we can move forward. Otherwise, it is taking long time. I have got response for only 10 people as such. Ronak, I have got it. Deepa, Raju, Pratibha, Netra, Chaitra, Darshana, Amulya, Vidya, Rachita. That's it. I haven't got for other people who have raised their hand but have not completed their pre-assessment. It is for your own benefit. If some of you are facing network issue, please move to a better network. Otherwise, you won't be able to attend the workshop, which is online. We are here on online workshop. And if you are not having a good network, then it is very difficult for you to learn anything right now. We will be doing hands-on experience on Excel. This is the pre-assessment form which you all are completing right now. I have got only 10 responses. I have named that also. So people whose name I have not spoken, it means they have not done it. It is not submitting. How is that possible? You have to just fill all the details. Just click on the link again. Fill all the details and submit. It will automatically be submitted after 7 minutes, or otherwise you can submit it. Now I am moving to Excel because I feel all of you are taking a lot of time and we cannot spend so much of time on just on filling the pre-assessment form. Those who have filled it, it is perfectly fine. Those who have not done it, I request all of you to fill it right now. So today what we will be covering is we will be moving to basic Excel. What is Excel all about and how to launch Excel in our laptops. Now I just wanted to know, I want all of you to just hold on. I will just wait. I have lowered all the hands right now. Now I wanted to know how many of you have ever worked on Excel. If you know basic Excel, just raise your hand. I wanted it to be very interactive type of workshop. I don't want it to be one-way communication type of thing. So that is the reason I will keep on asking questions and you have to respond on that. So only two people have raised their hand. It means Ronak and Raju are the only people who have worked on Excel. What about others? None of you have ever worked on Excel? Richa, okay. Darshana, Pratibha, fine. Nisha, 6. Okay. So 6 of you, some of you have worked on Excel. It means you know the basics of Excel, but we will start from the basic today and then we will move to intermediate and advanced from tomorrow. So I request all of you to practice whatever I am doing right now in your Excel today also. Fine. So what I will do is just hold on. This is the chat box and I will just lower all the hands first. Fine. Now, if any one of you is having any query, just write in the chat box. Fine. So how we are supposed to open the Excel or how we are supposed to launch the Excel. If Excel is already installed in your laptop, what you can do is you just have to write over here, just write down Excel over here. And once you have written Excel in your search bar, there is an option of opening Excel. So now you can open Excel and it is opening. My Excel will take some time to open. The reason is because I have lot of add-ins in my Excel. But I feel and I am using a Microsoft 365 license. So if all of you, if you are opening your Excel, I suppose it will open very quickly as compared to my Excel version. It is opening, it is just taking some time. And you can see I am having a Microsoft 365 license. So it is showing like this. Once you have opened an Excel worksheet, how you will see, you can see lot many files over here because I am working on Excel. But if you are new to Excel, might be possible that you will see none of the files over here. There will be no recent files where you have worked. It might be blank. And these are the templates. So many templates are there on the Excel. We will talk about these templates later. There is a blank workbook over here. And on the left hand side, you can see that there is a layout where you have a home tab, new tab, open, and so many things. Right now, we will just click on the blank workbook. And so you can see a new worksheet of Excel has opened up. On the top of Excel, you can see so many tabs are there. In your case, might be you are having only 7 tabs. That is File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, and Help. I am having so many other tabs because I have installed so many things in Excel. Excel is a very, very powerful tool. Fine. So now you can see there is an option. I want all of you to open a blank Excel sheet in your laptops, please. All of you, whether you are working on Excel online or whatever version of Excel you are using right now, just open it right now. Once you are done, you can see this is called as quick access toolbar. Where my mouse is hovering, that is called as quick access toolbar. What do you mean by quick access? Quick access means if you are doing any commands on daily basis, you can have a quick access to that. You can just click on this and it will happen. For example, I have a quick access option of save. You can see there is a floppy type of thing and it is having an option of save. So whatever file I am having, if I have to save again and again, and I don't want to have auto save option, there is an option of auto save. I can click on. So it will be automatically saved again and again. But I don't want to have auto save option. I want to save my file whenever I want to do it. I will just click over here and can save it. There is an option of, you can see this is an option of undoing. Suppose I have written 1 over here in this and I wanted to undo whatever next last step I have done. I will just click on this and it will be undone. So I keep on undoing and redoing lot of things. So I have an option of undo in my quick access toolbar. Similarly, now by mistake I have deleted my thing. I wanted to have it again. So I will just click on redo. So this is how I can work on quick access toolbar. You can have so many options over here and you can customize your quick access toolbar as per your requirement. Suppose you are having some data which you have to keep on like sorting again and again. So what you can do is you can have sort option over here, sort ascending. What is sort? We will talk about it later. And suppose I wanted to have a print preview. Every time I have to take a print. So I can have a print preview type of thing. Whatever I am writing, I can have a print preview of it. I have just written 1, you can see that. So it is showing only 1 over here and you can have a print preview and can print whatever you wanted to print in your Excel sheet. So this is called as quick access toolbar. Whatever your information is, whatever you wanted to have in your whatever your requirement is, you can have that in your quick access toolbar. Then this is called as ribbon, and in this ribbon you have so many tabs. The most important tabs are file, home, insert, page layout, and you can see each tab. Suppose I have clicked on home, is having so many groups inside it. Like in home, we are having clipboard, font, alignment, numbers, styles, cells, editing, sensitivity, add-ins, and so many. If I will click on insert, the group will change. Now we are having tables, charts, sparklines, etc. So each tab is having so many different things inside it. We will learn about all this slowly and steadily. Fine. So all these tabs are having groups inside them. And suppose, for example, there is an arrow over here. Fine. If I have clicked on this, you can see that suppose I don't want to see quick access toolbar. So what I have done is I have just clicked over here and unclick on this show quick access toolbar. But if you have to work and you have to have certain commands on daily basis, you can have show quick access toolbar over here. Similarly, if your ribbon is like, for example, I have sorry, it has minimized it by mistake. Fine. So this is called as my ribbon. On ribbons, I have tabs. In each tab, I have certain group of things which I will learn slowly and steadily. On my right hand side bottom, I am having a zoom bar. Suppose I wanted to increase the zoom, I wanted to zoom this worksheet. So I can increase it as such. So it can be zoomed up to 400%. And even you can minimize it to 10%. So this is 10% right now. And right now, if you will click on the bottom thing, then it is showing you 100%. So the minimum zoom which you can have is 10% and maximum is 400%. On this, we are having, suppose I am having some data, like I will just write down 3, 4, 5. Fine. Okay, first of all, we will understand what is this called as. This vertical thing is called as column. Fine. And columns are represented by alphabets. And these horizontal ones are called as rows. Rows are represented by numbers. Always remember that. Our columns are the vertical ones and are represented by alphabets, and our rows are horizontal things and they are represented by numbers. Fine. Now and what is this? Where your column and row are intersecting each other, are meeting each other. This one thing is called as cell. Fine. So where column and row intersect, that is called as cell. And you can see over here it is written as A1. When I have clicked on this, it is written as A1. This one is called as name box. It will tell you the address of the cell where you have placed your data. And whenever you are identifying any cell, you have to write the column name first and then the row number. So what I have, this one is like A1. I am just zooming it. Fine. So this is A1. A1 means this my data is in column A and first row. Suppose I have placed data over here. So it is the address of this is like address of the data. Where is this data placed? This data is placed in G column and sixth row. So if I will click on this, you can see in the name box, it is showing you G6. Fine. So that is the advantage of name box. Then you are having a FX type of thing. What is FX? It is a where you are putting any function or formula. We will see how we will put a formula, but whenever you are putting any formula, that formula, if you are not putting any formula, then whatever data is there, that will be shown over here. And if you are putting any formula, then that formula will be shown over here. So this is called as function box or formula bar. Fine. So for example, I have reduced the size of my formula box. I don't want to have my formula box. So you can do it as per your requirement. Fine. Right now I am having 20 number over here. Suppose I have placed a formula like A plus B. So it is showing you a formula over here, but this is not calculating anything. We will see how the formula works. Now, can any one of you tell me how many rows are allowed in Excel? Like I have told you, the numbers which are represented by 1, 2, 3, 4 is the number of rows. How many rows are allowed in the latest versions of Excel? Just write in the chat box. Ronak, infinite. Okay, anyone else? Just write it fast. More than 5 lakhs. Okay. Okay. Vidya, right? 10,48,576. Yeah. Applause for Vidya. And Vidya, you are correct. It is 10,48,000. The latest version of Excel is having 10,48,576 rows. So you can imagine how much of data we can have in one Excel sheet. Similarly, we are having, this is number of rows and number of columns. We can have 16,384 columns in one Excel sheet. So you can imagine A, B, C, D till Z is 26 only. So how much of data we can have in Excel if you are having a data in 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Isn't it a huge data, big data? Ronak, that is not correct. Don't write Google it or something like that. If somebody is giving answer, it doesn't mean that that person is not aware of that. Please, Ronak, don't do that. Fine. So we are having so much of data in one Excel sheet. And this is like where sheet 1 is written. It is called as worksheet, because there is only one sheet in this Excel. Now, if we wanted to add worksheets, we can just click on plus sign, again plus sign, and you can add any number of worksheets. Now it is having 3 worksheets in this Excel, so it is called as workbook. When there is only one sheet, and this is called as worksheet. When there are more than one worksheet in Excel, it is called as workbook. Do remember that. Now, my next question is, how many Excel sheets are allowed in one workbook? Fast. Don't Google, just write it down. How many worksheets are allowed in one Excel workbook? 11. Okay. Pratibha said 11. I want everybody to participate. I just wanted to know Tulsi has joined or not. Tulsi, have you joined? Ishwari, 20 plus. Raju, there is no limit. More than 255. Okay. Tulsi is there. Fine. Okay, Tulsi. So it was earlier 255, but now it is infinite. It depends upon your memory of the laptop or desktop you are using. It depends on that. What is the RAM, random access memory of your laptop? It depends on that you can have infinite number of worksheets. Now just imagine if you are having 100 worksheet in this workbook. Each worksheet is having data in 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. What is this data called as? If you are having say around 100 worksheets with data in each of 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. What will be this date? This called as? This is called as big data. Fine. This is huge amount of data. And these days, everybody is talking about data analytics. So many tools are there. Excel itself is a very, very strong and powerful tool where if you know how to use Excel properly, you can do n number of things over here. Fine. Now what I am supposed to tell you is like I have written some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. If you will see, I will just select all these things and you can see at the bottom of my screen, I am having average as 3, count as 5, numerical count as 5, minimum 1, maximum 1 and sum is equals to 15. This is called as status bar. And if you click on this, you can even customize your status bar. Whatever information you wanted to have, suppose I don't want to have count. I just wanted to have numerical count. I don't want to have minimum maximum. Fine. I just wanted to have some average and numerical count. So I can have that. It is very easy. If you have a big data, you don't have to apply any formulas, etc. If I am having data in say 10,48,576 rows. So what I will do is I will just select that column and I will get the sum, average, numerical count, minimum, maximum, whatever my requirement is. So this is how you can customize your status bar. Am I clear up till now? Any issues? Anyone feel that I am going very fast or something like that? If you all are comfortable in with my speed, just raise your hands. And if all of you have understood whatever we have done up till now, just raise your hands. And if anyone is having any query, please let me know. I want all of you to work on, just write down some data in your Excel sheet and customize your status bar right now. Just do that. I'm giving you 1 minute for that. Okay. So this is how you can customize your status bar. You are having an option over here. This is called as normal. If I will click over here, it is normal. This is page layout. So I will click on this and you can see it is having a page layout type of thing. It is separated into pages. And if I will click on this, it will give you page break preview. Wherever your data is, it will show you that data only. So now you can see this is like page number 1. Wherever I have written anything, it is showing that only page break preview, and it is not showing you any other cells. And this is like a page break preview, page preview. So you can have page number 1, page number 2, and so on. And this is the normal way in which we work on our data. Fine. Now suppose I wanted to save this. What I can do that? I will just click on either click on first time whenever I am doing anything on a new Excel worksheet or workbook. What I will do, I have to save it. I have to save it at the place where I wanted to save it. Suppose I wanted to save this file in my on my desktop as, for example, working file of 4th of July. So what I will do is I will just click over here, click on this. So I will not go over here. It is better if I will click over here, and instead of save, I will write down save as. Now I will browse where I wanted to save it. Say I wanted to save it in my desktop. So I will save it as, say, working 4th July 2024. And I will just save it. Now my file is saved. Fine. What I will do is I will just close this right now. And what I will do is I will go to my desktop. And you can see over here, I am having a working 4th July 2024. So I will just open it again. This is how you can save your file. But you must be knowing where you have saved it, because next time you have to find out where is your file. Now I am having this data. Suppose I have added some more data to this. 8, 9. Now I don't have to do anything. I will just click on save. So it will be automatically saved at the same place. Now I am not supposed to do it as save as, because if you will again click on save as, then you will make another copy of this file. So first time you have to save it as save as. You must be knowing the place where it is getting saved, and the next time you just have to open it and save it whatever you are doing it. Fine. This is how you can save your data. Now I told you what is column, I told you what is row and what is cell. Suppose my data is from A1, that is A1 to A9. So this is called as range. Fine. Let me control X and fine. So what I will do is let me put some more data over here. Say I am not telling you any formulas right now. I am just putting the data. I will tell you. I am just showing you how to do it. Fine. So this is why some data is there in A, B, C, D till G. So you can see the first cell of this data is in A1. That is number 1. And the last cell is G9. Fine. So this entire thing is called as a range. And what is the range of this data? The range is A1 till G9. This is the range, sorry, not range, I have written range. A1 to G9. So whenever some data is given to you, you can easily find out the range. Range is first cell, first column, first row, and last column, last row. So that is the range of the data. Now there are, whenever you are using Excel, some of you have already used Excel in past also, you have seen that there are certain shortcuts for Excel. For example, I wanted to save it. So I can either save it like this, or you can see there is an option of Control plus S. If you are clicking on this, you can see there is an option of Control plus S. So when you are working on huge data and you are doing it on daily basis, you must be knowing some of the shortcut keys. So if you will just press Control and S, your data will be automatically saved. You can see over here, it is showing you. Just hold on. When I am pressing Control S, so what is happening? It is just showing that your working 4th July is saved to this PC. So that is a shortcut key for saving your data. Similarly, I wanted to select this entire data. Suppose this is a very small data. I am just having data from A1 to G9. Suppose you are having a data in 10,48,576 rows, then selecting the entire data is very difficult. The shortcut key for that is just press on Control and press on A. Whatever your data is, your data will be selected. But there must not be any break in any of the columns or any of the rows. That is the most important thing. That is the reason it has not selected this data. It has only selected this data because there is a break after this data. Fine. So you have to press Control A. What I will do is I request all of you to write down whatever shortcut keys I am telling you, and I am sharing one sheet with you that is having around 250 plus Excel shortcuts. You don't have to remember that, but you have to keep on working on that and you have to practice. Once you start practicing on your data, then and yeah, start using these Excel shortcuts, then it will be very easy for you to remember all of them. So I am just sharing that sheet with you first of all, and you all can save that within your, wait. It is not showing over here. Wait, I will share that on WhatsApp then. Fine, I will share that worksheet. Control plus S. So it is CTRL plus S. It is not CNTL plus S. Fine. So I will share that on WhatsApp. I suppose it is difficult. I don't know why it is not sharing. Otherwise, I will see, or otherwise, I'll share that on your emails. Don't worry about that. This is how we can work on, we can select the data. Suppose I have written, like for example, again I will copy some more data over here. So it is equals to run. Fine. So this is like if I wanted to undo this data, whatever I have copied, I have added some more data, but I wanted to undo it. So one option is I can undo from over here, or otherwise the shortcut key for that is Control Z. So you can see I have just clicked on Control Z and it has undone my data. Fine. And if I wanted to have my data back, I will again click on redo. So there are so many shortcut keys which you can, like, right now what all we have done right now. We have done control S. Control S is for saving. Control A. Okay, WhatsApp is good for long term. Perfect. I'll do that. And control A is for selecting the entire data. Control Z is for undoing your data. One more thing, when we have saved our data, you can see we have saved. I will again just click on save as, and suppose browse, say desktop. So you can see it is saving as Excel workbook because we are having so many sheets in this. So it is getting saved as Excel workbook. If you are saving, if you are having a single sheet, then you can save it as any Excel worksheet. But always prefer to save your data as Excel workbook, and you can see it will be saved at star.xlsx. Fine. XLS is the whosoever is using Excel version before 2010, their Excel is saved as XLS only. But in the latest version, now the Excel is saved as XLSX. Similarly, like document, Microsoft Word is saved as DOCX. PowerPoint is saved as PPTX. So this is how your data is saved. We have already saved it, so I'm not saving it again. Fine. Now suppose I am having this data and I wanted to insert something, insert one column over here, and insert one row on the top. I wanted to put the name. So let me, if I wanted to insert the column, what I will do is I will just click on the column and I will say insert. I have selected the column, so the column will be selected, inserted over here. If I wanted to insert over here, let me insert a column over here. It will be inserted before that. And if I wanted to insert a row, I will select the row and click on insert. So on top my row is inserted. Similarly, for example, if I wanted to insert between 5 and 6, so I will just click on insert on, and on the top a row will be inserted. So let me, and if similarly if I wanted to delete, I will select this and click on delete. I will select on this and click on delete. Fine. Now let me put some names over here. So I will just write down name and say I will just copy this. Let it be 10 and control C. Okay, so another thing, suppose I wanted to copy my data. So the shortcut key for that is Control C. Suppose I have taken this, I will just, what I will do is I will say Control A and I will say Control C. I wanted to paste, so I wanted to paste it. One option of pasting is just click on this paste, or I will write down Control V. You can put Control C is for copying and Control V is for pasting. Suppose I wanted to cut. I wanted to not copy. I wanted to cut and paste. So what I will do is I will just select this data and say Control X. And I wanted to paste it over here. Again, Control V. Now my data is cut from there and pasted over here. Fine. Similarly, you can do another way also. You can cut from here also in the clipboard on the home tab. I will just cut and I will just, sorry, not copy, just paste. Sorry. Control A and I will cut and I will paste it over here. Fine. So this is like Control X is for cut, Control C is for copy, Control C is for copy, Control V is for paste. Just I want all of you to practice this right now. Just put some data, just cut it, paste it somewhere else with a shortcut key. Just copy your data and paste it at somewhere else with Control V. Just do it right now. I'm giving you 2 minutes for that. You can put any data. Just write down any random data. Not it is not important that you have to paste so much of data. Just write down in 2, 3 rows and 2, 3 columns. Just insert the row, insert the column, delete the row, delete the column, and just see how it works. So I've already shared the 12 pages of Excel shortcut keys with you. I suppose you all have received on your WhatsApp. Fine. So now what I am doing is I just wanted to write the name. I wanted to write down, say the roll numbers, roll number, and say maths, English. So we are just creating some data for some students. So these are their name, roll number, maths, English, Hindi, science, social studies, and say SUPW. Anything we can take. Fine. So these are marks and these are say names. Let me have some common name. Ram, Sham, Sita, Radha, Susan, hmm, Tom, Anil, and say for example, any one name. Fine. So we have, I am just deleting this right now. And this is the data we have created. First of all, I will just click on Control S and I have saved it. Fine. Now I just wanted to know what is this type of data called as? Can any one of you write down in the chat box what is this type of data called as? Any one of you. Just write down in the chat box. Marks card. No, I'm just talking about this. Like for example, whatever I have written over here in column A or row number 1. What is this type of data called as? Header. No. Sum. No. Where is sum, Chitra? So this is text. You can see these are in alphabets. So this is text. And whatever data we are having over here is numerical data. Fine. Can any one of you tell me what is the difference between the text data and numerical data over here? Just see it properly. What I am doing is I am just copying this data, Control C, and I am sharing it with you all. Just copy it in your Excel sheet. I want all of you to just copy this in your Excel sheet so that all of us can work on the same data right now. And I wanted to know what is the difference, like what is the difference you can see in text data and numerical data over here. Just write down in the chat box. First of all, just copy this data and then write down in the chat box. If any one of you can observe there is some difference between text data and numerical data. But numbers can be sum minus multiply. Okay. So what is numerical data and what is text data is numerical numbers are those numbers which can be aggregated. What do you mean by aggregated? Aggregated means which you can do calculations on those numbers. Those numbers are called as numerical data. If the calculations cannot be done on that, then it is called as text data. So the thing is, you can easily do, you know that you can do calculations with numerical numbers. So that is a numerical data, and you cannot do any calculations with this. That is a text data. That is perfectly fine. But I just wanted to know in the way it is written over here, can you find out anything different between the text data and numerical data? That is my question. Numerical is only number, yeah. Text is, we cannot be changed, and numerical numbers are aggregated. Perfect. Other than that, Richa, you wanted to ask something?
No,
Okay, you have raised the hand, so that is the reason I was asking.
I want to tell.
Yeah,
What is the
tell.
what is the
Yeah, yeah.
difference between text and text is starting from the left side of the cell and the numbers is starting from the right side of the cell.
Very good, Richa. An applause for you. Very nice. You have answered it right. So you can easily see all the text values are to left aligned, while all the numerical values are right aligned. So Excel is very smart. It knows which is text data and which is numerical data. It will automatically differentiate between that. Fine. So that is very good answer, Richa. So this is how you can identify between text data and numerical data. I suppose all of you have copied this data in your Excel sheets up till now. Now we will see how we can do formatting of this data. For example, I have this data. I wanted to convert this into a proper type of a report card. So I wanted to make all the names and my subjects, etc. into bold. So in your home tab, you are having a font. You can just make it bold over here. Similarly, you can select this and can make it bold. Fine. So this is how you can make it bold. Now suppose I wanted to have a table in this entire thing. I wanted to have this highlighted. So I will just click on this border thing. I will click on this all borders. So now you can see I am having borders across my entire data. Fine. Now you have option automatically. What has been done? It is automatically right aligned and left aligned. But now if you wanted to have it in center, there is an alignment tab. You can have left aligned, right aligned, or center aligned. Sorry, right aligned. So I will make it center. It is looking better now. I wanted to fill some colors in my headers. So these are my headers. I will just select this and I will click on, say, suppose I wanted to select green color and I wanted to make a font color as, say, white. So now I can change the font color, change the fill color. I wanted to change the font. Suppose I don't like this font. So what I will do is I will click on this font over here. Let me select this one. I wanted to increase the size. I can make it, say, 18. I wanted to decrease the size. I can make it 11. You can even do it from here, increase font size or decrease font size as per your requirement. Fine. Let me make it 11. This is how you can change the font size, increase, decrease, fill the colors, change the font color, have the borders, etc. And how you can align it. Suppose I wanted to align, this is like you can see lower aligned. What I can do is I will just select this. I can have it on the top. I can have it at the center, or can have it on the lower side. This is how you can do it. Now what we are observing is, suppose this social studies is like I cannot see it properly. Fine. It is like I can only see studies. So one way of doing is if I wanted to select the entire row, what I will do is I will select Shift, Control, and select over here. I will select Shift. I have selected this. I will just press on Shift, Control, and on the right hand side of my laptop or desktop, you are having a arrow key pointing towards right. So I will just select that and it will select the entire thing. Suppose I wanted to select the entire column where the data is there. I will just select first cell, Shift and Control. I will press together and the down arrow key, it will be selected. Fine. Now suppose I have selected Shift Control and this, I will click on Format and I will say Auto Fit Column Width. When I will click on Auto Fit Column Width, it will automatically fit whatever my data is into the columns. Similarly, I wanted to do it for this also. So I will just click and I will say Format Auto Fit Column Width. Now it is formatted properly. So I request all of you to do whatever I have done up till now and share the screenshot in my chat. Just do it right now. One best example in text data is I have already given names like subject names. And once we start working on data, you will see lot many things. Like for example, if you are having a data of say temperature in India, all the cities and their temperature in India. So all the cities is a text data and whatever temperature is, that is a numerical data. Fine. So we will work on a lot of data. I will keep on sharing. We are together here for say around 4 days. And I want all of you to be perfect in Excel by Sunday. Fine. So just keep on practicing. Just do whatever we have done right now and share the screenshot in the chat box. Just copy it and paste it over there. Good. Good, Ronak. Keep it up. Little fast, everyone. We have a lot of things to learn. Do it fast. Raju, you have not done anything as such. You have to paste it actually and or take a screenshot. It is not showing properly. You have not filled any colors also. You have not auto fitted. Yeah, very nice, Darshna. Very nice. What about others? Do it fast. What happened? You are facing any problem? Amulya, Anushri, Chaya, Deepa, Ishwari. What happened? Why you all are not sharing? Anyone facing any problem? Yeah, Raju, it is perfectly fine now. Richa, I'm unable to hear you. I even don't know whether you people are there or not. Just raise your hands if you have done it. Just raise your hands if you have understood so that I can move forward. Vidya, Tulsi, Richard, Rachita, Pratibha, what happened? Vidya. Okay, you are unable to take the screenshot, so you have taken through. You're fine. Fine. So I'm moving forward. I hope all of you have understood how to do it. Let me move forward. And this is like my data. We have seen how we can change the font, how we can align it, how we can format it. Now suppose I wanted to rename this sheet. So what I will do is I will just click on sheet 1 and click on rename, and let me rename it to report card. Fine. And again, I am just saving it over here right now. Now, for example, I have deleted some of my data from here. I have already saved it right now. I have deleted, say for example, by mistake, I have deleted this data. How I can recover it? One way of doing it, I can do undo. But suppose I don't even remember that, and when I am closing this workbook, what will happen is it will ask that whether you wanted to save your changes or not. So I will say I don't want to save the changes. I will say don't save. Once I will just click on don't save. Now we can see what will happen is when I will click on this, I will recover my data back. So here you can see I have recovered, I have not saved my sheet. So that is the reason I have got it back. But suppose this is my one sheet and this is, say, I will rename it as copy of report card. Fine. And by mistake, I have deleted this. Fine. There is no option of undoing this. You cannot recover your worksheet just by pressing undo. The only way to recover your worksheet is again when you are closing it, just say that you don't want to save it. That is the only way to recover your worksheet back. So always remember, whenever you are working on any data in your worksheet, you can get it back. You can undo it and you can recover your data back. But once you have deleted any worksheet by mistake, you cannot undo it. The only way of doing it is when you are closing this, I will just again close this and will say don't save. And now if I will open it, I will get my sheet back. So you have to be very careful. If you are using auto save option, then you won't be able to recover your sheet. So you can see my sheet is there and I have renamed it. It is all not saved. Let me delete it. Right now I don't want to have this sheet. Fine. So I have report card. Now suppose I am having one more sheet, say for example, some data is there. I will just write down, I will just say, um, I will just put some data only, Control C. I am just copying it and putting Control V. Fine. I just wanted to I wanted to send this worksheet to anyone, to my boss or to my superior or to my supervisor, and I don't want him to see the entire report card. So what I can do is I will just click on this and right click and click on hide. Once you have clicked on hidden, your sheet is there. It is not deleted, but it is hidden now. Fine. And you wanted to recover your sheet back. What I will do is I will just click on unhide. So there is one sheet report card which is unhidden, which is hidden. So I have unhided that worksheet over here. I will tell you when we will work on some big data, how we can use this hide and unhide option. When we will be making dashboards, interactive dashboards out of data, you can see how it will be helpful for you. So this is one way of doing this. Now, suppose I am having this roll numbers, etc. I wanted to put the date also, date of exam. So my date of exam was, say, for example, these exams, yeah, date of, say, report card. Fine. Again, I will select this, Control Shift this arrow, and I will click on Format and Auto Fit Column Width. So now my date of report card is there. So for example, I will say my date of report card is 04-07-2024, and I will copy this, Control C, and I will select Shift Control down arrow. No, I wanted to have it this only, sorry. So it is Control V. So I am having all the dates now. Now my next question is date a numerical value or a text value? Is date a numerical value or text value? Numerical value. Why, Ronak? Why it is a numerical value? Raju also said numerical value. Both, ma'am. Pratibha, it is not possible. It cannot be both. It has to be either numerical or text value. Raju, it is in right side. So that is the only thing because it is a number. Suppose my date is written as, say, 04-JUL-2024. Wait. Now tell me whether it is a numerical value or a text value. Month will be written in some way, same way the alphabet, number. Ronak, why it is a numerical value? The only way, the reason of it being a numerical value is because it is on the right aligned. That is the only reason, or any other reason is there? Calendar data. That is fine. I know that because months are represented by numbers from 1 to 12. No. What is the definition of numerical value? I told you numerical values are those values which can be aggregated. Aggregated means which can be added, subtracted, multiplied, etc. Can dates be added, aggregated? Now stop everyone. I just wanted to know, can dates be aggregated? Yes or no? How many of you feel that date can be aggregated? Just raise your hands. Raise your hands if you feel that dates can be aggregated. I want everybody to respond. What about others? Why others are not responding? Are they not available? Amulya, Chaitra, Chaya, Deepa, are you not there in the class? See, I told you that I want it to be a very, very interactive type of workshop. I don't want it to be a lecture type of thing. I can easily do one way of communication and you won't be able to learn anything. I suppose all of you are here to learn. Amulya, what do you think? I don't think so. I think so. He is not there in the class.
No, ma'am,
Yeah,
present.
okay. So you feel it cannot be aggregated. So only 9 of
Eh,
you feel that it can be aggregated and other feel that it cannot be aggregated. Now my question to uh, Chaya. Chaya, why do you feel it can be aggregated? How you can add the dates? And what does that mean? Chaya, unmute yourself and tell me what do you mean by aggregation of dates? Chaya, are you there? Okay, Darshana, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think that it can be, why the dates, how the dates can be aggregated? Darshana? Yeah, Ronak, tell me. Darshana, you can write it down if you are unable to unmute. Okay, so the dates are considered as numerical values. Why dates are considered as numerical values? It is not the only reason is because they are right aligned. That is, Excel knows that it is a numerical value. That is the reason it is right aligned. But how we can find out? For example, I suppose I wanted to find out when the exams were over. Date of exams getting over. For example, this is say 15th of June. Fine. And I wanted to have the same format. Suppose I have written like this, but I wanted to have the same format. What I will do is there is a paintbrush on your clipboard. Whatever formatting you have done over here, same formatting will be done. So what I will do is I will just click on this, click on paintbrush and select this entire thing. So it is again converted into the same format as we have written the dates. Now I wanted to have the number of days between exams getting over and date of report card. What I will do is I will just put a formula for that. I will tell you how to put a formula. Whenever you are putting any formula, you have to put an equals to sign. Always put equals to sign. And I will, this is the bigger one, and I will select this cell, put minus sign over here, that is on your keyboard where numerical values are there, and subtract this. So you have got 19 days. Fine. So this is like similarly, if I want all of you to do one exercise, write your date of birth and write today's date and then find out your age and put it in your chat box. Write your date of birth. Date of birth. Then write down today's date and calculate age from this. How you will calculate age out of this. Please do that. Just share that in your, just write down, just put everything like this and put it in the chat box. Like for example, my date of birth is 15th of August 1980. Fine. And today's date is 04-07-2024. Now I have to calculate my age. How I will calculate? I will subtract this from this. I have got, so I have done the opposite. Today's date is the bigger date and I have to subtract. It is showing some days. I have to divide it by 365. So again, I will select this. For divide, I will put this thing divided by 365 and my age is 43.91 years. This is how you can use the formulas. If you will click over here, you can see there is a formula. In formula bar, you can see what formula you have applied. Similarly, over here, you can see what formula you have applied. Just everyone, just calculate your age and copy it like this and paste it in the chat box. Just do it right now. If any one of you face any problem, please raise your hand and let me know. Yeah, Richa, you are facing any problem? Just do it fast, everyone.
Ma'am.
Yeah, Richa, tell me.
Ma'am, network issue is there. Can you explain again, ma'am?
So you have to, Richa, mute yourself, please. So what I have calculated is I have written my date of birth. I have written today's date. I have calculated my age in number of days, subtracted, and I have calculated this in years divided by 365 by putting a equals to sign. So just copy this and paste it in the chat box. Just calculate your age right now in the similar way. Okay, Raju has done it. He's 40.70, 111.83, and today's date. Perfect, Raju. Very good. I am just getting response from few people and others are not responding. Darshana. Okay, perfect, Darshana. What about others? So it means you can do calculations on dates. So it is a numerical value. Can show the formula. Ronak, there is no formula. It is like you just have to subtract. From today's date, you have to subtract your birth date. That's it. This is date of birth. This is today's date. You just have to subtract your date of birth from today's date. So you have to subtract from this minus this. And then you have to divide it by 365 because these are number of days. Perfect. You have written date of birth as 24-06-1999. Then why you have not written your today's date as 04-07-2024? Ronak, Amulya, perfect. What about others?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, Richa.
Can you explain one more time how it is to be done?
So I have just written my date of birth. Then I have written today's date.
Yes.
So I have to calculate my age. How we calculate our age? I have to calculate whatever the day is today. I have to subtract my date of birth from that. So I have just written a equals to formula. For any formula, just write down equals to. From today's date, I have to subtract my date of birth. So this is my age in number of days, but I wanted it to be in years. So what I will do is I will just again write down equals to sign. I have number of days. I will just divide it by 365. So my age is 43.91 years right now.
That, ma'am.
What about others? I am not getting answers from others. I cannot even see what it is. Yeah, Ronak. Now it is perfect. Fine. So I hope all of you have understood how we can identify the dates. So what do you mean by dates? So dates are numerical values always. Now you can see if over here, if we will see date of report card is quite a big thing. And I don't want to have so much of width of one column that I am unable to see it right now. So what I will do is I will just click over here and this I will I will select this, and on my home tab, I am having an option of wrap text. Wrap text over here in your alignment, you are having this AB. Just click on AB and it will be automatically wrapped over here. It will increase the height of your column and it will be adjusted accordingly. Now I wanted it for number of days also. I will just click on the paintbrush, click over here and automatically it is done. I wanted to have the border over here also. So I will just click over here, click on the border. I have applied a formula. Fine, I have applied a formula of subtraction and I wanted to have this copy over everywhere. So I will do one thing. One thing is I will just Control C, copy this and put it in Control V. So it is automatically done. Your formula is copied. Suppose the date over here is changed. Let me change it to say 4th of August. So now you can see it is automatically changing the number of days. So once you have placed the formula, it will work. If your data is getting changed, it will automatically show you the effect of that. Fine. So this is how dates work over here. Now suppose now I wanted to show you how dates work. I don't want to have this data right now. So I am just deleting it. What you can, or otherwise what I can do is I will just copy this data. Let me leave this data like this only. I suppose all of you must have done it like this only. And I will just say Control C and I will add a new sheet and now I will work on this sheet over here. Fine. I will rename it that working report card. We will work on this report card. Fine. Now I wanted to know what is the total marks Ram got. Fine. So what I will do is I will either add it like this. I will just write down first of all total. Now, one way of doing it is I will just click equals to sign, write down 66 plus 79 plus 98 plus 98 plus 14 plus 100. So he has got 455 marks. Similarly, now what I am supposed to do, I will do it for everyone like Sham, Sita, Radha, Susan, Tom, and everyone. I have to do the total. Is this the correct way of adding in Excel? And if you feel this is not the correct way, then what is the correct way? And why this is not the correct way? Is very slow. Perfect. Yeah, Richa.
Ma'am, if we change the numbers in a cell, then it's अगर हम नंबर बदलेंगे सेल में तो इफेक्ट इसमें नहीं आएगा मैम अगर हम नंबर ऐसे लिखते हैं.
Okay, perfect, Richa. So what will happen is suppose the number here changes from 14 to say 74. So it will not show the impact. Then what is the use of using Excel? Fine. So what we will do is I will just undo this first and I will just add equals to this plus this plus plus this plus this. Fine. Now I am getting, if suppose I will change it to 74, it will be reflected over here. But again, I have to select the entire thing manually, which will not make sense. So the easiest way to do is Excel is like very, very helpful. What you can do is you will just apply a formula. You wanted to do sum, just write down equals to, start writing down sum. When you will write down sum, it will be reflected over there and it will ask you what you wanted to do. You can click on FX over here. Just hold on. Equals to sum, and you will click on this FX. It is showing you sum of number 1, 2 and so on. Fine. So what I will do, I don't want to add the roll numbers. I will select the entire range which I wanted to select. So that is from C2 to H2. And I will just close the bracket and place it as 455. Now I wanted to have the entire total. One way of doing it is I will just copy this, Control C and then Control V. Or you can see, if you can see over here, I have just zoomed it. In your box, you are having a small square. When you are clicking, it is showing a thick plus sign. But when you are over here, it is showing you a narrow plus sign. Just double click on this. When you will double click on this, it will automatically copy the formula over there. You just have to click on that. And you can see that there is a green type of thing over here. It is showing that there is some error over here. What is error? If I will click on help on this error. It will say you have not taken the roll number. Roll number is also a number. So what I will do is I will just close the help first. And instead of having roll number as a number, I will convert it into a text because roll number is fixed. It cannot be changed. We don't want to add the roll number. It has to be like a text value. So what I will do is I will just put a comma over here. This type of single colon over here, and it will be converted into this and it is corrected. Similarly, you have to do for all the roll numbers. Now I have converted all the roll numbers into a text value. It is showing over here green error. That is perfectly fine because this is a text value. It is a unique value for each of the student. I don't want it to add or subtract or something like that. Fine. Now you can see you don't have any error in your total. Fine. And I will have the border also. So what I can do is I will just select this column, click on paintbrush, click over here, and it will be automatically done. You don't have to go to the size or you don't have to go to the border thing for your, what happened? Okay. So this is now you have got total of all the students. Now, similarly, I wanted to know what is the total for maths of the class, for English, for Hindi, for science, for studies, and for SUPW. Can all of you do it right now? Please do it right now and share on your chat box. Just do it for maths, for English, for Hindi, science, social studies, and SUPW. And you can easily see like this is sum of C2 to H2. And now automatically it is C3 to H3, C4 to H4, C5 to H5. So if you have data in all your 10,48,576 rows, you just have to double click and that's it. It will be automatically flashed fill in your worksheet. And I am saving my worksheet right now. Please add the subject marks of maths, English, Hindi, science, and put it in the screenshot in the chat box. And it is very easy. You just have to just click on Control A, Control C, and just copy, just put it in your, sorry. Okay. Which I wanted to have, you have all the same names. Maths, total of maths, total of English, total of Hindi, total of science for the class. Yeah, this is perfect. So you have done it for Ram, Shyam, Lakshmi, Anu and so on, but you have not done it for maths, science, English and Hindi. Amulya. So it is like equals to sum, and we will select the range. We will open the bracket. We will select the entire range and close the bracket. And now I will just drag it. I have got the sum of all the subject. We'll make it centrally aligned. I wanted to have the same format. So I will just click on the paintbrush and it is done. Perfect. Fine. So can any one of you summarize what all we have learned today? We have spent around 2 hours. What all we have learned today? Can any one of you summarize, please? I want someone who has not spoken up till now.
Can I?
Yeah. No, Richa, wait. I want someone else to speak, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Richa, for participating. It's good, but I want others also to participate.
No problem.
Yeah, Rich. Yeah, someone else, please. What all we have done today? Chaya, can you tell us what we have done today? Can you write it down in the chat box? What all you have learned today, Chaya? Yeah, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You can either speak or you can write, whatever is comfortable to you. Chaya, are you writing or you are telling us what all we have done today?
Chat box are asking network issues.
Yeah, tell us what we have done today, what all we have learned.
Okay.
So I suppose some of you are facing network issues. I request all of you to uh, have proper network, because today we are doing only basic Excel, and from tomorrow onwards we will be moving from basic to intermediate and then to advanced. So it is very important that all of you must be having a good network, having a version of Excel which have all the features. Fine, everyone. And today what we have done is we have seen how to launch Excel, how to save Excel, how to uh, have worksheets, how to work on ranges, how to align, how to format data, all the basic things, how to copy, how to paste. Fine. So yeah, Raju has written, yeah, different in between Excel sheet, workbook, numerical data, aggregation, dates, some of the shortcuts, sum, subtraction, how to work on, how to use dates as numerical values. So we have a lot of things to do in next 3 days. I request all of you to be here at sharp 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, so that we can start our class on time and can cover as much as possible. All of you who were unable to practice, might be because of your network issues or any other issues, I request all of you to practice whatever data I have given you today, to work on that, so that when we all meet tomorrow, we are all on the same page. Fine, everyone. Have a good night and see you all tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. sharp. Yes, Ronak, same link. We have to connect with the same link for all the 4 days. Link will not change. And I have already shared the shortcut key file with you. I will be sharing some data files also, on which we will work tomorrow. Fine. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
So guys, this is it. Good night. Take care.